Okay, I think we are live. This is Abigail Quinn, and you want to introduce yourself?
Hi guys, I'm Janet Cinto.
Woohoo! And we are your makeup gurus for the evening. We both have thousands of hours in the Glam application process, and we're going to share all the secrets with you tonight. So this is officially our fresh face to full Glam event, and you're going to want to stay on the whole time. Seriously. By the way, first of all, say hello. Put in the comments who you are, where you're from, and you're going to want to stay on the whole time because the deal on the products we're showing you is insane. We haven't done that. This is better than Black Friday, like when you get down to the nitty gritty. So, stay on. We'll have the deal for you at the end, and that's good for everyone who's watching. And then we're doing a giveaway on top of that. So stay on for all those goodies. But again, tell us your name, where you're from. I am in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And Janet, what part of Arizona?
I'm in Southern Arizona, so it's very, very hot here a lot of the time.
Really?
We're actually having a cold front right now, and it's throwing us all off completely.
You're all out of whack. So what's a cold front there? How cold is it?
Okay, so cold front was like where we were between 55 to 58
Okay.
throughout the days. So it's pretty cold, but on average during this time of year, we're probably like more in the 70s. So
really,
yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's kind of like Texas, but we're having a cold front. It's supposed to get really cold at the end of this week. A little PTSD is like being drummed up from 2021, what happened in Texas. If you're from Texas, put in the chat, where are you from? Well, regardless, you've told us where you're from, right? Tell us how cold it is there. What is the weather? It's December 29th. So most of it, we're officially in winter, I think. First day of winter.
Oh yeah, the 21st.
Yeah. So you guys, it is actually the 21st for us. It's the 29th if you're watching this on the day of the event. But we're going to let you in on a secret. This is live, unedited for us. However, because of our scheduling and how we had to figure this out, this is actually us pre-recorded, but we are in the chat with you live right now. So it's actually like you get the best of both worlds. I was at an event like this, and the woman presenting, she had pre-recorded it, but then we asked our questions live in the chat. So we love your questions. It's huge. When we know what you're curious about, we can do a better job. So put your questions in the chat, and then we are both on to immediately answer your questions by type. Okay, so we'll be in there typing away and commenting with you guys. And then we're also right here. So it's gonna, I think, save us some time as well. And on that note, let's get to it. So in a minute, Janet's gonna take us through going full glam, but I am going to take you through, we have two bundles we're gonna show you at the end. And the first bundle is the no makeup look. So Janet and I have already both done primer and our precision brow pencil. I cannot say enough about this precision brow pencil. It comes in every shade, whether you're to the lightest light, darkest dark. And then the primer has an SPF 15. It's a silicone base. It is going to hide all your pores. If there's an area that you don't like the rough texture, whatever, it's going to smooth everything out and keep your foundation on much better throughout the day. If you're a consultant, give us a shout out if you use the primer and what you love about it. And then we're going to add a liquid foundation. Now, if you are more, the one we're using, do you have luminous or matte?
I do have luminous. I have very dry skin, so.
Perfect. And I actually do a mix. In my 20s, I was full matte. It's going to have purple on the back. And then I am mixing, and it's the same shade. So all it's doing is giving us a different finish. And okay, I don't know how you feel, Janet, but do you feel like they're super lightweight?
Yeah, I don't honestly feel like I have a lot of transfer either. So like when I'm wearing it, it kind of just feels like I'm wearing a moisturizer. Usually,
Yes.
you know, when you talk on the phone and you get your foundation on your screen, that does not happen with this.
Exactly. Isn't that crazy? So it's transfer resistant. It is anti-aging with the same Miracle Set 3D complex in it, y'all. I'm going to grab a brush. She's applying with a sponge. And sorry, I didn't have that ready. Here it is. I love our liquid foundation brush. beauty blender or sponge is going to be good too.
Yeah,
And
unfortunately, because my skin is so dry, if I do it with a brush sometimes straight on the skin without a wet beauty blender, it can just absorb the product really quickly. That's a beauty product.
I hear ya. So there's different, and then we've got our blending brush, y'all, that has become a favorite amongst my customers. Ooh, maybe I'll pull it in a second when Janet is taking us through Glam. It has like 50,000 bristles, so many that, oh, thank you. It looks like a sponge, but those are bristles, you guys. Ooh, it's so good.
I actually love it for the cream contour.
Oh, yes. It's great it's the right size and shape for contour. So y'all, I wish I had like HD so you could see how well this covers. I've got a little bit of rosacea, a little bit of redness, and it is completely covering without feeling heavy. And you can see Janet's technique and mine. It's more of like stipple and press the product on as opposed to using like a brush stroke. You're going to get a more natural look if you kind of go in circles or bounce the product on. Okay. And let us know, however, so while we have a full coverage, because we're headed to Glam, that's partly why we're doing it. And I use this product every day. Occasionally, when I'm doing my makeup, I will mix it with CC cream. This has a nice dewy finish and SPF 15. We both have ours ready because we swap out. And I've got customers that are exclusively on CC cream. That stands for complexion corrector, going to take out all the red, get you even all the way across, but it'll have a little more transparency to it. And for some, they feel like it looks even more natural. You don't have to be as like perfect with getting the shade right. There's only 5 colors and they kind of just meld into your skin. And don't forget, you get down the neck just a little bit, you're mixing that. And at the end, here's what I love about what we're doing today. Janet created these bundles and I absolutely love it because while it's going to be some basics like your primer, under eye corrector, brow stuff, you're going to get with your consultant. And if you're worried about your color, your shade, we are expert foundation matchers and we have a quiz to back it up. You can actually go on your consultant's website, go to shop makeup foundations, and the foundation quiz is right there big at the top. And it is 99% accurate. Okay. It like strangely accurate. All right. Face, that part is done. And now we're going to, you know what? Actually, Janet, will you take us through what you do for your under eye area? Because I know you feel like you have dark circles and some women really, that's a struggle. So what's your trick?
Yeah, so you can see I have like a lot of indentation here in dark circles, which has actually been a lot better since I've been using the 3D set eye cream.
Yes.
I cannot even recommend that enough. This is the only cream that has ever taken the dark color out from under my eye. It's
Did y'all hear that? 3D eye cream. It will brighten that under eye area. Woo.
Okay, so first I'm going to go in with the under eye corrector. So I'm just going to dab it just on the parts where I have the most darkness. So just right under my eye here.
And y'all, I use it. I'm a little different. I don't have as much darkness, but, and I'm a little bit older than Janet. So just sparingly is what I can tell you if you're starting to get the fine lines. And eye cream. Okay.
And since this is just a single shade, I do use the part of the sponge that I used my foundation on so that it blends the color a little better.
Yeah.
And then I'll just bounce underneath. That way it looks a little bit more even. It doesn't look like too peachy.
Exactly. So it does have some peach undertone, y'all, which is going to counteract the purpley blue. You know, it's opposite on the color wheel. It also has light reflectors in it. So this is seriously just for your under eye area, not to cover a blemish. It is a dark circle eraser straight up. And y'all, it erased mine. So hallelujah. All right.
And if you have any discoloration on the lid too, you can just carry your excess over. I do that sometimes.
Yes, absolutely. I'll take foundation on the lid. I have eye primer on today, and we're going to cover most of our lid with eyeshadow. But if you're not, or if you want a brand new palette, so to speak, canvas, go ahead and cover your eyelid. That's still your skin. So feel free to cover it with concealer or foundation for sure. And then do you mix the concealer with your under eye corrector or no?
I do not. I do it as two separate. So once
Okay.
I have that blended in, because I use my under eye concealer for more than just my under eye, I also use it for brightening on the nose, right here on the forehead, and right here on the chin. So I'll just put it here, 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 and here.
And that's the under eye corrector or concealer?
Yes, this is that's the under eye corrector that I just use under the eyes, and my concealer, the Perfection concealer.
I'm going to follow you on this. We're going to follow her highlight.
So I actually don't use too much.
Sparingly under the eye.
Yeah, and then I just do
and then right here.
a little wisp, and then I'll just take the back end and go down the nose with a little up top. Boop, 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 boop. And then I'll
I always
just
feel like I'm drawing like a little tree, a
Mhm.
little flower.
Yeah. And then just a little on the chin.
Okay.
And then if you're using a beauty blender, because I like it to stay in these areas, I'll usually flip it upside down to the pointed end just to keep it in those areas, not to make it too blown out.
Got it. And I know it seems like we're taking a while just on the base here, but it's sort of like anything else. Like when you get the foundation right, everything else pops how it should. And when our skin is glowing and accentuated in the right places, man, it's like bam. Okay. So in the chat, let us know, do you highlight and contour on the regular? Is this something new to you? Is it something you'd like to try? Or are you like, bam, I could be up there with y'all. Like, I got this. And then just to learn a little bit more about what we've got going on, Janet, tell us just a little bit about you.
Okay, well, I actually just turned 32. I just celebrated my birthday in November. And I have 2 baby girls and one in the oven. I am
She's pregnant, y'all. Precious.
Yes. I'm a stay-at-home mama. I homeschool and I am obsessed with crafting. I sew and I have a Cricut machine. Those are like my 2 main hobbies.
Who else is obsessed with crafting? I love it when I get to. I'm one of those people, I don't make time for it. And like, maybe I should, because it's one of those therapeutic type things when you get to do it. You know, you don't feel like you're working. Okay. Wow. Your skin looks perfect. Seriously.
Thank you.
I feel like mine is nice and even and bright under the eyes, which is going to help us to help our smoky eye or, New Year's eye pop.
Mhm.
Okay, so we've got that down. Now we're going to use just a little bit of our shade Latte right here. And if you don't have any of our color, you need to treat yourself. First of all, I'm sorry, I meant to clean this up and have it all pretty for y'all. But Latte and Cocoa are, and this one's Latte. Cocoa is going to be just a little bit darker. So if you've got darker, a beige bronze skin tone, you may want to go darker. Sometimes I use Cocoa just because, but this is your contour shade. And you know what? I know how I contour. I just did a reel on it actually. But what do you do with contour, Janet?
Actually, before I do contour, because my skin is so dry, it will absorb the
you do powder?
Powder, it'll be blotchy. So I have to put a translucent powder on.
Absolutely. Let's translucent powder it up. And y'all, I'm so glad you said that, because our translucent powder, which I had mine right here, because I use it all the time, it is milled. So most translucent powders out on the market they go through the mill, and I'm probably going to get these numbers wrong, but the basic idea is right. I want to say they go through the mill like 3 times, like they're ground up to get a nice fine powder. Ours goes through something like 7 times. So you're getting such a fine powder. It's not going to settle into fine lines. And translucent powder also keeps the color you have and keeps a natural, this is supposed to be just a natural look, a no makeup look. And it will stay that way because the translucent powder has little light reflectors in it. It's not a matte. It's like an anti-aging powder if there ever was one. Okay. And again, like Janet said, if you want your powders to go on a little smoother, you put a translucent powder on first.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then usually I will just spray a layer of finishing spray because it makes it look a little less powdery and a little bit more natural.
More natural
difference in a minute.
Okay, you go for it. I'm gonna grab mine. I love this stuff. And trick,
do what? And you just
press it in.
Pop it in lightly.
Oh, come on, here we go. There we go. Translucent powder for oily gals. So it's interesting because Janet's normal to dry. I used to be super oily, still a little bit. And this will actually help with oil control. So if you're like, I am constantly oily, stuff is moving around on my face, get your translucent powder on, get your finishing spray before you do color. I know it seems like a little backwards, but I'm telling you, we're giving you all the secrets, right? Tonight. I love it. It's like we're getting ready. You know, when I learned the most through Mary Kay is not necessarily on the formal makeup event, but was when we were getting ready in the hotel room before the seminar awards night and everybody's doing it. And you're like, oh, wait, well, what are you doing? Oh, wait, you just sprayed that. What's that? You know, just like you. Okay. So now we do contour.
Yes.
All right. Now we're ready. I love it. Okay. So again, I just like learning. So I keep letting her kind of take the reins because I already know what I do. So what do you do with contour? And then I can add my 2 cents if there is any.
Okay. So I'm actually, since I'm on the darker skin tone, I'm going to use the cocoa up here. Beautiful. I'm just going to take a little bit. And I think this is the cheek brush. I also have very big cheeks. So then I just kind of take it underneath. If you can see the indentation where the light does not hit under my bone, you kind of want to go just slightly higher and draw it the side. That's what I do because my face can look really long if I don't round it out around here. And then I'll put a little around my forehead to warm it up there. And then I like to kind of smooth out this chin area and I'll pop it under the chin.
Perfect. So she's going to go for it. That's pretty much that. I mean, it is the same thing I do. Your angle, just in case you're like, well, I don't see, because her cheeks are prominent, gorgeous cheeks. If you're like, I don't really know where the light stops on mine or whatever, your basic line is from the top of the earlobe to where your mouth begins. That's usually right at that hollow. And then if like I'm on that line and then like turn it up a little bit, like go up from there, you don't want to go down because that can bring your face down. So if you're going to air one way or the other, air kind of a little bit higher than that hollow. And then she said she kind of gives it a little scoop there at the bottom.
Yep. And then I just kind of blend it upward. It's going to kind of mix a little bit where I put my blush. Only because I'm really heavy at this end, trying not to make my face look so long.
So she's got a longer face. I don't necessarily have a long face. I've got a weird jaw though, where I constantly have a double chin. It's just built in. All 3 of us sisters have it, my 2 sisters and me. And so I do like to emphasize where my jaw is. So goes just under the jawline. You definitely don't want to be up on your face. And then don't forget this little crook right here, this little curve right here by your ear. And then I kind of go down like that. All right. And as far as how far in, you see Janet's kind of blending. If you're like, I don't know where to stop, kind of where your eye starts, you don't want to be coming in much past that area. And then for the forehead, it's kind of like, how big is your forehead? Because my sisters both have sort of a regular size forehead. My mom has a large forehead, and then my sisters have little bitty, they say they have a 3 head, because most people you can fit 3 or 4 fingers. Theirs is like 2 or 3. They have a 2 head. Anyway, so they don't need a ton of bronzer up there or contour to make it look smaller. So take into account all of that. Okay, so we're pretty much at the no makeup look. This was it. And y'all, you could add blush. You're still just doing contour though, right?
Right. Yes. I'm
Yeah.
just doing contour, just
Yeah.
kind of warming up the face, making it look a little more natural and less
Yes.
on the pale end.
Yes. Oh, please, baby Jesus, warm me up because warm my look up, warm my body up. I love everything warm. Okay. So what we would typically do if this was a true, like you were not going to do the full glam, what I would tell you to add to this is where you're stopping. I would add a lip and some mascara and you're done. Maybe one shade of eyeshadow. Okay. What we're doing today. So this was your no makeup look. We're just not getting ahead of it with mascara and lip gloss because in this session, we're about to do full glam, right? So we don't want to, we would be putting stuff over the top of that. But that is your full makeup look. So at the end, we will remind you, but we just did primer, under eye corrector, concealer, your foundation of choice, contour, and we already had our brows done. I also can't say enough about this little unsung hero of a brush. So if you don't have one, talk to your consultant. Who has this brush, consultants? Oh, Janet does. She's like, I'm not going without that baby. So this is the eyeliner brush. It's $10, you guys, lasts for a lifetime and you need one. Okay. So now what do I do to go glam, Janet? Walk me through this.
Okay. So there are a couple of different options. Abigail's going to be showing the more silvery, black, grayish tones.
Yes.
And
kind of New Year's Eve, very New Year's Eve. So is hers.
Yes. And so mine, I'm actually going to do kind of a more neutral brown tone with a gold here.
Ooh, gold status, like my favorite color ever. Okay.
So that's going to be super fun. And you can honestly do the same look and it's going to come out looking very different with some color play here.
All right. You know what? What are those shades? Maybe I'm going to do those. Maybe
Yeah, I have hazelnut.
Okay.
Hot fudge.
Got it.
And gold status.
Okay. Y'all, I'm just going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I want you to
afterwards, because I have this black color here, how to just kind of like smoke it out.
Perfect. Okay. Hazelnut, hot fudge, gold status.
Okay. So I'm going to take a fluffy brush and just kind of dip into hazelnut.
Perfect.
And again, like depending on your eye shape, if you have a lot of lid like I do, you can see the brush isn't super overpowering for my lid. But you can always use a smaller fluffy brush. They make a ton of different fluffy brushes.
Yeah, there's a ton out there. Let me grab them. Getting gold status out of my regular palette. Ooh, yes. Okay. Oh, and then you had black onyx.
Yes.
Grab that. Grab it. There it is. I love black shadow. Some people are afraid of black shadow. We're going to show you how to use it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay.
It does not have to be scary. So if you have your color, you're just going to kind of shape just above the crease. So you can start in the crease and kind of just blend upward.
Got it.
And out so that it's going to lift your eye more. If you do a little bit of a flick, it's going to make it a little bit more lifted.
Got it. So we're above the crease, kind of blending up. And I think y'all, one of the biggest, so I've watched women apply their own makeup. I've applied mine many times with looks I like and looks I don't like and tweaking and this and that. And I think one of the biggest things though that I see is people stop short of blending. You just don't blend quite enough because it takes a hot second, but y'all,
it does.
Worth it.
And it takes good brushes too. Like you want to make sure they're clean. They're not too like packed with product. Yeah. That's going to really mess up your application. It can make it look very patchy and you're never going to get a blended diffuse look that way.
Okay. I may do, and that would be a great one shadow shade for your no makeup look over here, because what it just did, and you could throw on a little shimmer too, but what it just did was gave me a little bit more of a little bit more depth to that eye. So I may leave that. I'll leave that on the left and I'll just do my right eye with the Glam. And that way you guys can really, really see the big difference. Okay.
Okay. So
What
once
is
it's
next?
good to go. Yeah. And again, I'm pretty dark complected, so you can see it's not as much of a transition for me as it is for Abigail.
Right.
And it's reading a little different on the skin tone or the undertones that it's pulling out as well.
And I put on, do you have eye primer on?
Yes, I do.
Okay. We both have eye primer on, and that is going to pull a lot of the pigment. I love it. It's going to keep your eyeshadow on for a really long time, but be careful when you've done that. Don't be too heavy handed, especially with your first application, because wherever that primer is, it's going to suck it up, and which is great, but just, yeah, watch it. Okay.
Yes. So then I'm going to take a smaller brush. I
Okay.
actually have the Mary Kay brush as well that I super love.
Oh yeah, that one's
But I
great.
think I'll save this one for the black application, and I'll just use one of my older brushes since it already has the hot fudge on it.
Oh, good. So we're going hot fudge. Okay.
Yes. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it right here in the outer crease and kind of bring it down, diffuse it in the middle, and then with whatever's left on the brush, kind of roll it upwards just slightly over the crease.
Okay. So I do a similar application. You're going to watch us do something similar, but it's similar to, you've probably seen it. A sideways V was how it was explained to me the very first time I did it. And then you're smoking it out, you're working with it, you're blending. But again, right here, kind of above that crease. And I used probably a less fluffy brush than her. So I'm going to have to really, this is just the all over eyeshadow brush from Mary Kay. So that looks like, so some ladies might stop there, but see how that looks just a little too, like that doesn't look blended to me. You know what I mean? So you have to just keep going. That's all. Like it's not a big deal. And then
a good way to blend it and make it look more seamless is to go back in with the brush that has whatever left of your transition shade and just pop it over.
Yes, kind of diffuse it. I've done that after an entire look is done, even. That is such a good tip. I'm glad you remembered to share that. But see, already it looks more blended. So good tip, go back to that mid-tone shade. And then, so now you're saying bring it down kind of right here. Okay. So I'm actually going to
kind of roll it in. That's what I do, almost to the middle. Anytime I'm going to do a glitter metallic, I really want that color to stick. So I try to stop around there. My eyelids are so huge, because basically any brush I use on the top of my lid is going to be probably a fluffy brush.
So I'm actually going to do our smudger brush, and it's going to be a little, I will blend it out, but I'm going to give myself sort of liner with this color and then blend in from the outside edge with that. And I love our smudger brush. In fact, the all over powder brush that I used, the all over eye color brush that I just used, the smudger brush, and then I believe cheek color brush, and I think even the eyeliner brush is in there. So consultants, please check me on this, is part of our brush set. And that comes with a little bag that holds it. It's awesome. So, okay. So we've got hot fudge. Okay, what is next?
You can see what mine looks like. I know my light is
Oh, yeah. Ooh, I love your contour. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so then you're going to take your gold status.
Okay.
I like to use my fingers with metallics and glitters. It helps it meld into the oils of your skin, and that color payoff is going to be the best.
Yeah, it's the best way to get pigment out of your shimmers and less fallout for what, you're not brushing it all over. So this is inner corner to the midsection.
Yes. So I'll start at the inner corner and just kind of pull outward, and I'll usually dip in a good 2 or 3 times, depending on how much gold status I really want.
Well, honey, we got New Year's Eve. We got to put We gotta layer this on.
Mhm. That's the good thing about this shadow too, is it's so nice and creamy. There's not a lot of kickback to it, and it really just like stacks on top of each other really nice.
You picked a good color combo. I am loving this. Okay, what do y'all think, ladies? Do we like the gold status on there? Wow, yes.
And then I will take my transition color again, and I will just diffuse just around the center, just to make it look a little more blown out, and then on the top.
See how much blending goes in? Like, I think we don't take that into account. So again, make sure you're blending. All right.
Yeah. And so just blend it. And then normally I would take like a moonstone shade here, and I would just like pop it up here.
Put it right up top.
Highlight underneath the brow bone.
Okay.
You could use gold status if you really wanted to, but I tend to like to do like the more shimmery lights.
High shimmer. Well, how about I'll do gold status, because it's right here. And you do that one, and we'll have both. Ooh, yes, just right under.
Yes, just right under. Again, I can use my finger because my lids are huge, but
right.
Otherwise, you could always use like a little brush like this, like a little.
Exactly. I have to be so precise. So I either switch back to the smudger brush, which has hot fudge on it, or what Janet just had, our crease brush, or y'all, I don't always advocate for sponge tip because you're not going to get a blown out look at all. But just for right there, that edge of the sponge, if you're like, man, it's going everywhere, I can't seem to get it precise, a sponge tip is, they have their place.
And then again, you just take your transition brush and just blend the two colors in very lightly. And then you're going to get that very diffused light look.
And then what do we have for under the eye? I'm keeping mine a little more smoky than her, by the way, which we had planned actually. So that's good. Okay. So then what's under the eye?
Like, I don't know why my lighting is just not doing very good, but it is darker.
Oh, it's really pretty. It's really pretty.
Okay. So then what I will do is I have a smaller brush. Actually, let me think here, which one will work really good. This guy here, the all over shadow, is what I could use underneath. And I will dip into hazelnut first.
This is my favorite tip, you guys. Use a mid-tone color under the eye first to get it soft and smoky.
Yes. So then I'm just going to go right under and diffuse it a little further down than I will my darker color.
Okay. Yeah. So this shade goes like all the way across pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. I stop a little before the inner corner because I don't want it to be too dark for where we put gold status there.
Perfect.
Little peek-see into the future.
And I love that you chose this brush because I was on with Lori Hogg, pro makeup artist. She does a lot of our nationals makeup at seminar and whatnot. She's amazing. She's done Cindy Crawford's makeup, all sorts. And she uses this all over eyeshadow brush for the under eye. And I thought, is that, should we be using the smudger brush that's more packed or whatever? She's like, no, because this will give it that blown out, but not too blown out for under the eye. Just super soft. And yes, I do see yours for sure. And then are you going to add anything else or just the hazelnut under?
For now, the hazelnut is good. And then I will take a different brush, which is going to be something more compact. I think this one is the smudger brush.
Got it.
That's the kind of size that I like to use.
Okay.
Into the hot fudge.
Got it.
And once you have it in hot fudge, I like to take it just past the waterline to the midway mark. No further than that.
So middle of the eye or no further.
And then it does depend on your eye shape too, how far you want to go in. But for me, I have almond shaped and I really like to accentuate that. So I stop in the center.
Halfway. That's what I do too. If not even a little bit sooner.
Yes. And then you want to take the transition brush that you had just used, and you're going to diffuse that out.
See, again, it's the diffusing. It's like, how does hers look airbrushed? You look at somebody else's, and it's because literally they they blew it out so much with their brushes that it does look airbrushed.
Right.
And then for top line, are you leaving it just the mascara, or what do you do there?
I do normally just leave it
it.
because my lashes are kind of long. And so when I do my double layer of mascara, you can't really see anything lined there unless I'm doing like the sharp wing liner.
Right. Which we're leaving off, right? No
Yes.
wing liner tonight, which keeps it simple.
This one is going to be kind of the natural eye with the glam lip. So you really want to call attention to the lip.
Got it.
The one that I'm doing. So then we're going to take some gold status with a smaller brush. I'm using my little flathead brush.
Okay.
I don't think I have one that I can use. You probably can use the other side of the
eyeliner
brush. Just a very thin brush that I'm going to put gold status on the inner corner and right under up to where we put the dark.
Perfect. So I'm taking the smudger brush. And this is kind of, to me, what gives it that New Year's Eve look. By the way, how many have an actual party to go to on New Year's Eve? Or you're just going to party it up? So will you be at home? Will you be out and about? Tell us, what's everyone's drink of choice? We drinking champagne? We drink it to the new year? I'm not a big drinker, so I don't know. I'll live vicariously. Y'all can tell me about all the fun drinks. And she's pregnant, so we're gonna throw a wet blanket on everybody's party.
I know, it's like chocolate milk has been my drink of choice at nighttime because of my acid reflux.
Hey, that's a party to me these days. Chocolate shake, yes, ma'am. Okay, so what will be your next move? And I'll get started on that while you're doing.
Okay, yeah, I forgot to do this eye, so I'm like,
I have to catch up.
Yeah,
okay, I cheated and left mine like with nothing. At hazelnut. Okay,
so then after that, you can either complete the eye and you can curl your lashes and do a double layer of the mascara, or we can finish the face. Which would you prefer?
Let's finish the face because I don't like to catch anything in my mascara.
Yeah, so next I've got my little blush palette.
Okay.
And I had trouble selecting which blush I wanted to use one day. So I kind of did all of these. I was just kind of like boop, 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 boop.
There it is. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. She's gonna boop, boop, boop. I just have Shy Blush in there. I chose Shy Blush because it has a little shimmer in it. And I'm like party hardy. So it's got some gold sheen to it that's sort of gonna highlight and rosy up my cheeks. Yes, look at those luscious, fabulous cheeks. So mine aren't quite the same, but and I've taught this cheek trick before, but again, if you want it to look more snatched, a little more lifted, keep your cheek color here at the top. As you blend into the apple, that can look real pretty. I mean, I'm not saying don't, but it will give a little more volume to your face. So, and I always go up just a little bit. I kind of rosify everywhere. Okay.
And I'll usually just take like a big fluffy brush of any type and just kind of blend it in so that it doesn't look too overpowering around the edges.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, I was like astonished. I was like, that is amazing. I love that color.
The mix.
Yes.
It's like when you go and you mix like as a kid and you get every soft drink flavor there ever was.
Oh, yes.
Together. But then it's delicious, well, as an adult, I don't know, but my girls sure do love it. So just like we did.
I think their taste has drastically changed from like childhood to adulthood.
Yeah, just a little.
I remember specifically like around Thanksgiving really not liking stuffing, and now it's like my favorite.
You love it. Yeah, I love it too now, and I could have skipped it as a kid. Okay.
One moment. I'm going to mute you very quickly because I have to, my daughter.
Okay, I'll throw on my mascara.
Yeah, that would be next.
Go check on the children. that are outside of the womb. She's got them everywhere. Oh, she's talking to them. Oh, she is a pro mama right there. So mascara, I am literally taking it as close as I can to the base of my lashes. And then I kind of turn the brush as I go out, and she's curling hers. Her eyelashes are probably, Janet's are longer than mine, I would wager to bet, but mine are curly on their own.
That's so nice. My hair, as you can see, is like so straight.
Right.
My lashes do not curl whatsoever. And if I use anything but waterproof mascara, they will straighten.
Ooh, so tip there, if you're in the same boat, try a waterproof mascara. So she'll be using waterproof. I'll be using regular, but we are both using Lash Love. And I have just recently, I love our Fanorama. It's the pink one. But I have switched back to, this is my like love forever until Fanorama came out. And I'm back in a season of Lash Love. Okay, so it's going to look the same, even though the formula is slightly different. And
you have straight lashes. I know like normally the routine is to start at the root to tip. I do mid tip where the curl is.
Got it.
And push that up, and then I move from root to tip, just so it has something almost like a hairspray to keep it curling.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's smart. See, I don't know the tips because we have different lash issues here. Ooh, yes. And then do you do your bottom lashes?
Yes, absolutely.
I'm actually going to leave it off of my left eye, because I'm going to match myself up here after we hop off. Okay. So in the comments, what kind of mascara or what do you need for your lashes? Are you like, dude, I need lengthening, or I need volume, or just put it in there, because y'all, we have a mascara for everything, or a trick or a tip for everything. Okay, so now I just kind of touch my bottom lashes. Is there anything special you do to yours?
Not really, other than if I'm doing a glam look like this, I will do 2 coats, top and bottom.
Got it.
I'll let it sit a little bit. I decided to do mine on this side while I finish this side.
Oh, that's smart.
I'll curl it. And then I don't know if anybody else has this problem, but like this side's lashes are not as long as my right side's lashes.
Isn't that funny? Mine are different. I think they're the same length, but they curl a little bit different. Like we all have that eye. It's like, no, this is my good side, honey, or this is my bad side.
Right. It's my good eye and my bad eye.
Oh my word. Okay. Oh my goodness. But look what a difference a mascara makes, you guys. Look at them lashes. Love it.
And you can see I'm playing catch up on this eye, and it's not actually taking me as long as this one did because we were talking through it. Right. But like if you're just doing it on your own, this is actually like super fast.
It's a quick process. Okay. I got like extra. And I'm going to go ahead and plug our eye makeup remover, because I do a lot of glam and heavy eye looks. I need something that's going to be like a wizard at taking my eye makeup off. And Mary Kay literally owns the market on our eye makeup remover. I truly believe. I have tried so many different ones. I've done baby oil, Vaseline, cold creams, a number of other eye makeup removers over the years, and Mary Kay's is the best. It is just one little swipe. It's oil free. I have contacts. It gets in my eyes sometimes, not an issue, doesn't burn, doesn't make me feel crazy, nothing. It's just awesome. Okay. Yes. Okay, and then what are we doing for the lip?
Okay, so I'm actually going to be showcasing some different products than Abigail is. I am showcasing these, which are the Mary Kay vinyl lip sets. So there is a red and pink set that comes with a red lip and a pinkish berry. And then they've got the nude, which comes with a nice brown shade and like a pinky toned nude. So I'm actually going to go big or go home with my gold status here and match it with a red lip.
With red. So she's going to get fabulous with that. And then I did a slightly heavier application, as we mentioned. And because of that, I'm going to do a nude lip and show you the lip kits are awesome. The lip set that she is applying, because you get 2 in 1. They're only $20. We're going to talk about that in a minute, but they are limited edition. So in case you're watching this later as a replay, or you just want to see what a traditional nude lip, whoops, I pulled the wrong shade, with a liner looks like, I am doing our light nude with Bashful You. And what are they? It's a lip vinyl. So it's so, oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. And it doesn't need a liner.
No, actually this tip here, I don't know if you can see how pointed it is. It actually totally works as a liner.
So hers looks very sharp, but just with one product. And I think lip liner is so underrated though, because you can fill in your whole lip, and then if my lipstick fades, it's still there. It's like the BFF for your lips. It's gonna keep, it's like your wingman. So put in the chat if you use a lip liner, because a lot of people don't. And I'm always a little surprised. I'm like, where's your lip liner? Nobody ever has it. They're just rolling with their lipstick. But if you want your lip area to look younger, you want a sharp lip, Janet has no problem creating a sharp lip naturally. She's young. She got the lip vinyl. She's golden. But if you want something to kind of stop the feathering and fading, grab our lip primer actually, and then your lip liner, fill in the whole way. And then this is Bashful You. Our cream lipsticks are so creamy and hydrating. We also have a Supreme Hydrating Lip Color line. And then I'm going to add, I feel like it needs a little more. I'm going to add a little bit of pink to the middle. Who else layers their lips?
I do.
Yes. And you know what they say to put on your lips before your blush, and it's not like a rule that you have to follow. Obviously, we didn't even follow it today. But because now I'm like, okay, I need a little more blush color. So you may find, okay, now I've got to zhuzh it up a little bit for the color. Another thing you can do is just do gloss in the middle, or even a touch of concealer to bring it. Janet has full lips. I have little bitty lips. So to bring the middle forward, I'm going to lighten it just a touch. There you go. And then take medium nude, where I feel like I need a little more color. And then while she is finishing up, I'm going to show y'all. Okay, so first of all, were any of these tips helpful? Do you feel like you could recreate this now?
I'm going to try and go into the natural light to see if you guys can see better what it looks like.
Go into the natural light too, but I love our mascara. Neutral lip. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. She looks like she's flipping through the filter.
Okay, so this is
so
like
pretty.
By far, I have to say, the best foundation that I've ever tried.
It's gorgeous.
It's like super full coverage, provides a lot of evenness, very, very soft look, not too drying on my very dry eczema prone skin, and gives that like little luminous, like I did not put any highlight on at all.
And it's gorgeous. Are y'all kidding me? Look at her face. It looks like Instagram, like you pick a filter, but no, it's just Mary Kay and her beautiful self. So, and then on mine, you can see this is that no makeup look. If I put on a little mascara, I'd be good to go. And then over here, we're definitely ready for the party. So let me take us through real quick, Janet's bundles here. And the first one is the no makeup look. And if you want to hold these products up with me, just in case I missed one, but you're going to get your primer. Okay. under eye corrector and concealer, okay, your foundation, a contour, and a brow liner. That is the no makeup look. And y'all, I would also add a mascara.
It would be
We're
one
about
of
to get
these
there.
two.
And then latte. Like, hello, I can barely fit it in my hand. Like, this is so much stuff. So normally all of that would run you $105, okay? But today, tonight, as you're watching this, $85, 85. You take it home for only 85. So if that is something you're like, I know I want that one, go ahead and comment in the comments, no makeup. Okay. I want the no makeup or sold or whatever, or I have questions, or I'm curious, or I'm thinking yes. Okay. And then, okay, it gets better. Your glam pack, okay, is going to be 3 shadows and a blush. So just 3 of the, I have 6 in there, 3 shadows and a blush in the, you get the compact. And y'all, the way these work, everything has a steel backing. This is a magnet. So if you want to customize your colors, add over time, you can. And if your palette breaks or whatever, even because you dropped it or whatever, I've been there, you get a new one for free. So this is a lifer compact. Okay. You only buy it once and then swap out the stuff that you use. Then you're adding your lip vinyl set. Okay. You can also do a liner and a lipstick like I did. It's slightly more. Talk to your consultant. So we're going to go with the lip vinyl pricing. You get 2 and your mascara. So 3 eyeshadows, a blush. Hold on. 1, 2, 3 eyeshadows, a blush, the palette, the 2 lip colors, and a mascara. Hello. Okay. Typically, it would be 92, but you're getting it for only 75.
Yep.
Okay. 85 for the no makeup. And then for the glam pack, it's 75. So you could just merge those 2 together, right? And it'd be like 160. But today you get an additional % off. Okay. And it's 136 for both. Yes, please. That would be me. Yep. Only once. Oh my God. I can't even go like, I've been in Ulta and Sephora before for things that, I don't know, like a suntan thing. I don't even know why I was in there because I really do use exclusively Mary Kay, but I swear, I don't think you could get 2 steps into that store before 136 it would be in your bag. It just, Mary Kay prices are so good. And we know you could shop anywhere. We know you could click and ship from somewhere, go to Walmart, go to Ulta or whatever. But please know that when you purchase from Janet, what do you usually spend your Mary Kay money on?
To be honest, like other Mary Kay products for myself.
She's a makeup junkie. She's getting makeup for herself.
For one, the skincare is a must for me. I was always in love with makeup, but I was not too savvy about knowing the importance of skincare. Right. And so it wasn't until like my mid-20s that I was like, oh my gosh, like I got to do this. Yeah. And so to find the 3D set and to understand like it's well worth the cost for what you get, the difference in my skin, like it's just amazing. So I definitely, that's a must get. I also do, my refills for like my foundations and my, eyeshadows. I splurged on myself and got this amazing palette with all of these eyeshadows because that's just my thing. I love makeup. And if it's not that, I'm spending on my kids. I had a lot of extra money through Mary Kay this year to be able to provide amazing Christmas gifts for my kids. And that has been absolutely incredible for me.
Yeah. So I think it's pretty cool that when you purchase from a Mary Kay consultant, you're helping her to brighten her day because now she has skincare and she got to pay for it. Basically, what I did as a teacher, I was so low, like I barely did Mary Kay for 7 years when I was a teacher, but what I would sell would cover the cost of my makeup and skincare for the year. And then of course you're making more on top of that. So that covered Christmas presents. You guys, it is just game changer for our household. And I know for a lot of other Mary Kay consultants. So that's one reason to think about. You're keeping your money local. Everything's made in the US. We're landfill free, debt free company. And when you have an issue, you text us. You go, hey girl, my palette, my little compact broke. I need a new one. Boom. It's free. You don't have to ship this back. We're here to be your hero and your consultant and help you solve problems where when you go into Walmart, well, Walmart, there's nobody. I don't know what the return is and all that shenanigans for that. And then Ulta, you're not going to get the same woman every time who knows your skin, who has a catalog and can pull up what you used a year ago. That's what we're here for. So again, all the products that we mentioned, it's like something like, it's over 10 products and it's only $136 for both. So I want you guys to be watching for an email with that deal, but don't wait for that. Go ahead and let your consultant know you want it, because you're going to want to let us know tonight. And then I will post this. If you are not in our Beauty with Your Besties Facebook group, get yourself in there, because I know this is streaming to YouTube, but get yourself in there. And the graphics are in there, different deals pop up in that group, but ask your consultant, say, can you remind me of that deal? She's got the graphic with the breakdown on it, and we want to get that for you. And the last thing that I'll mention is, there it is, we have a coupon of the month club. Okay. So when you're when you're a consultant, when you're a customer on our team, and we are collectively the fire unit, okay, you have access to the coupon of the month club. This isn't a Mary Kay corporate thing. It's our group thing. Okay. So for instance, in December, when you get 3 mascaras, you get 1 free. So we want to make sure you have that coupon. In October, it was $150 for only $100. Like, there's some good coupons on here, and everyone watching should have access to these. And it is so easy. It is a win-win for you to get these. Tell your girl that you want the link to the coupons, and all we're asking, this is such a big help to us. You watch a 5-minute video on how Mary Kay works. It doesn't mean you're going to join Mary Kay. It doesn't mean you're becoming a consultant tomorrow. But when you watch the video, there's a spot to give us 5 questions, anything you've ever wanted to ask about how a direct sales business like this works, specifically Mary Kay. You can ask whatever you want. Nothing's too nosy. In fact, please do be nosy. Ask your 5 questions, and then immediately your coupon comes to your email. Boom. Okay. So when she gives you a link, it's going to be to a little process. There's a video and then a button to submit your questions. So simple. And how it helps us on our side is, again, when you're asking questions about makeup, we can serve you better. We know, oh, there were a bunch of women asking about eyeliner or blush or whatever. So we know what we can go research and help you guys with. Same thing when it comes to the company. If we get a lot of questions about what's the discount when you sign up, we're going to make sure to include that when we share our opportunity, which, by the way, holla, Janet, what is our discount on the product?
50%.
50%. I'm sorry. And you don't have to sell $10,000 to get your 50%. Like, we all get 50% when you come in to the woman who's mentored me, and she's like 14th in the company, we all get 50% off of our product. So anyway, go watch that video. It is super simple and condensed and concise, and pop your questions in and we'll get you the coupon of the month club. And don't forget, $136 for both your no makeup look. Okay. And your holiday glam, your New Year's Eve glam. And let's look at Janet's one more time. The flawless finish, my dear.
So now I have added a little bit of that onyx in
Yes.
the 2 minutes that you were talking on a fluffy brush, in the same way you applied the dark brown, just slightly.
See
and
how that
it
elevates it a notch. And it's not like, oh, her eyes are black. Like, I think we're afraid, but that really just gave, just so much dimension, smoky on the edge, and kind of brought the eye up.
If you want it to be more multidimensional, you keep the dark brown. So you've got your hazelnut, you keep the dark brown diffused further out, and you keep the black more centralized to the outer corner, inner crease, and just barely diffuse it out. And that's going to give you that like gold, hazelnut, brown, and black diffused look.
All kind of gradiated. Oh, so pretty. I love it. So let us know, did you learn anything tonight? Were you having fun? Go get in on those deals. Ooh. And when you get a bundle, it is 3 entries into a drawing for mascara for a year for free. Okay, when we have 5 ladies enter, you get 3 entries for each bundle. So you could get both, that's 6 entries. And then you get an additional 6 entries when you grab your coupons. Okay. If you've already grabbed your coupons, talk to us. We'll figure out how you can get additional 6 entries. And if you're like, wait, I don't care about the video, I just know that I'd want to get my stuff half off too. Like sign me up for whatever this is. It's $30. You sign up and you get access to the product and consultant perks. So we love that too. All right.
You can be a busy mama. I have 2 toddlers to take care of. I'm homeschooling. I'm all over the place. I have, so much to do all the time. And I find pockets of my day to be able to do this. And it's been a pretty steady income since I've signed up, and I'm still relatively new.
What month did you sign up, Janet?
I think I'm month 3 now.
Okay. Month 3 and already making, a regular business out in the world, like starting from scratch. A lot of them don't get out of the red until a year in, 2 years in. They're building and building, building. And she's here 3 months in, and she's exceeding her expectations, bringing in hundreds, close to thousands at this point of dollars, just extra for her family. And that can be game changing for, in fact, in the United States, an average family, $500 is a game changer, a quality of life changer, $500 a month. And that is very normal. Oh, are we talking again on the, oh, we have visitors. I have visitors out there. We're both mamas. I got 3 kids. This works. We make it happen.
She came in and she's like, I have to go poop, Mom.
Oh, great.
Just go ahead.
Potty calls. They always announce it though. They got to let you know what's going on, right? Oh
Right.
my gosh. See, real life, we're real women that this has worked for. I'd love to answer any of your questions and really just get feedback from you. All right. Thank you guys.
Let us get your setting spray.
And setting spray again. Woohoo. Here we go. This is going to round it out. You're supposed to do 4
Especially if you're going to a New Year's party.
Especially. And then you're going to let that dry or press it in with your beauty blotter.
And it just gives that natural look, not so like cakey,
Yeah, it keeps it dewy. It keeps the little baby hairs pressed down. I love it. Thank you, Janet, for all your expertise tonight. And thank you, ladies, for being on. We'll see you on the next one. It'll be skincare in January. So here we go. All right, signing off. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.